Welcome back to V's Fight Back. Today was increase day and I'm also answering a few questions I've got in the comments of my YouTubes. A quick reminder to press subscribe to my channel. It's breakfast time and I woke up feeling quite anxious this morning, and I think part of that is I know I'm getting weighed tomorrow and there's a lot of pressure on that appointment for me. But nonetheless, we are sitting down to breakfast. I've got my 3 Weetabix, my banana, and a really nice teaspoon someone sent me that says "believe in you like I do," which reminds me that people believe in me even when I'm having a bit of a difficult day and maybe don't fully believe in myself. So yeah, we can do this 1 hour at a time. Then I got dressed and put on my amazing new socks, and I just love funny socks. They always make me laugh. My mum asked me a question this morning which I wasn't really expecting, but I thought I'd maybe try and explain how it feels. So I was doing my filming for my breakfast and I was saying that it's the day before weigh day, which means I'm quite anxious, and she kind of, after breakfast, she was like, why do you get anxious the day before weigh day? And I realised, like, for me it's something that's so normal that a lot of people probably don't understand why. And this is only my experience, but for me weigh day is probably the hardest day of the week because it's when the eating disorder in my head is loudest, because I know that eating disorders are the over-evaluation of weight and shape. So for me, my weight is this humongous thing in my life that is so important, and that's why I want to recover, because I don't want it to be that important, but it is at the moment. And it means that I know that whatever happens with my weight, I won't be happy, because especially this week, if I haven't made enough progress, I can't start coming out of the wheelchair and I can't do a lot of things, and you know, I'm still stuck in this kind of, I can't go out a lot, I can't do a lot, I have to sit down all the time, I'm not allowed up and down the stairs, and this, it's so difficult. But equally, the idea of my weight going up absolutely terrifies me, and the idea of gaining weight terrifies me, and I know that that is the illness, and it's part of the illness that I struggle to explain, because certainly for me, I don't see anyone else's weight. I never look at people, and I'm terrible with clothes sizes. I always get it wrong because I don't see it. And yet when I think about myself, it couldn't be further from reality. Like, that to me, my weight is, I don't know, does it say a lot about me? For me it does, even though I know for other people it doesn't. So the day before weigh day, I have, because my anxiety is so high, I have all of like my rituals that I do, I'd say I manage in the week, but the day before I get weighed, because of my anxiety levels, they become that much more intense. So all day I feel like a wound up coil, and everything feels wrong, nothing feels right, it has to be exact. If it's not exact, it's going to make the world of difference that next day when I stand on the scales. For me that day, everything has to go exactly the same, because if something's different, then it will affect what my weight is the next day. And it's just that much more intense the day before. And I think especially this week, I had a very difficult appointment last week, and I've really pushed myself this week, which is why I'm so nervous about it, because there's part of me, and my mum always refers to, I've got like the healthy part on one shoulder and then the eating disorder on the other shoulder, and they whisper in my ear, and I have to try and figure out which part to listen to and which part is real, and it's quite difficult. But there's that part of me that's, I need to gain weight. I need to restore my weight. I need to get back to a better place. You know, this time last year when I was at uni and doing okay, and I was struggling, but I was doing so much better compared to now where things are so difficult. And I know a lot of that is related to my weight, and it is related to being malnourished, and there's that rational side of Fiona that understands it all, but that doesn't take away the intensity of the emotion and how I actually feel about it. And I have this anorexia on the other shoulder that is saying if I gain weight, it's the worst thing in the world. Everyone will look at me and laugh. I'll be out of control. That I'll be, I don't know, that I will have got it wrong. That I'll be, I don't know. I think that's where the anorexia is so powerful, because it holds you to doing all of these things, and it makes me feel guilty for doing all of these things in recovery. And it's like this instructive voice that you don't have a choice, you have to obey, you have to. And recovery is about learning that you don't trust the voice and you don't need to obey it, but that's hard because that's like not trusting yourself, and it's very difficult for me to know which part is healthy Fiona and which part isn't. And I don't know why it's so scary, and I find that hard, because if I knew why I found it scary, maybe I could work through it. But at the moment it just feels like this white noise of panic, and the panic gets so big and loud, and I think that's where I find it really hard, because I'm such a rational person and everything I do to me makes sense, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. As well as it being the day before weigh day, I also have a meal plan increase today, and this is where I find it really hard, because there's that war in my head between like healthy fee and then the illness, and this is where I'm trying to trust my dietitian and like services and people, because I just find it very difficult to like be eating more and then more, even though I know for me it's medicine and it's why I need to get better. Today for snack I've got another meal plan increase, so I've still got my apple, but I've got a different type of bar to have, which is a strawberry fruity bakes bar, which is, it will be fine, we just gotta do it. For my lunch I've got a hummus falafel wrap, which I'm going to go and put in the toasty machine. I've been finding it really hard this morning, but deep breaths and bite by bite, we'll get through it. I then did some scrapbooking with stuff that I got through the PO box, which still really makes my day and was a really good distraction. I'm just sitting down to my afternoon snack and I'm trying this Alani confetti cake bar, and I know I love this range because I've had other ones from it, so hopefully it is a new bar, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm desperately trying not to feel guilty for that bar. It is, I'd say it's a fear food. Someone asked me what a fear food means, or why certain foods are more difficult, and I think that's it's different for everyone. Sorry, my anxiety always makes my speech come out jumbled and I'm quite anxious after snack. For me, it's either like foods that contain certain ingredients that I find more difficult, or it's foods that I like. So I really struggle to eat the ones that I want. Like, I will always put them off for days, because then I feel like it will be more worth it when I do have it. And I don't just do this with food, I do this with everything. Like, if there's an outfit I want to wear, I won't let myself wear it for a few days, or if there's a TV program I want to watch, I won't let myself watch it. And I don't know if it's a sort of a self-punishment thing, or if it's a I don't know, don't feel like I deserve it, or I don't think that, I don't know, I think I've just been very used to not letting myself have things that I want. I find it very difficult to admit that I want things. I find it very difficult to ask for things, and therefore I find it very difficult to give myself things, especially things that I want. So yeah, that was a fear food for me because it was a bar that I thought I'd like, and I was going to have it about every day for the last 3 weeks, and I kept saying to Mum, I'm having it today, and then snack time would come around and I'd be like, no, I can't have it. And then so today she was like, we're actually having it today. But yeah, just feeling quite anxious about it, but it'll be okay. Then I had my 6 PM dinner, which also had an increase. The evening meals are definitely still one of the hardest ones, which is why I don't focus on them too much in these videos. We've come on a dog walk, and that's my dad with his head torch. I know I'm all wrapped up like a snowman again, so I'm so cold. But today's been difficult, but I've managed as best I can. And I'm just really hoping that tomorrow goes okay. Just deep breath, hour by hour, minute by minute, and just keep going. Then I had my 9 PM snack, and as always, finishing on a positive quote.